Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and in today's video I want to make like a quick little video just explaining a couple of tips for like new players to Rust and shit, cause recently there was a beta on console for Rust, so I guess Rust on fucking the Xbox is gonna be a thing, and I think it's coming out on the PlayStation, I'm not too sure, but it's gonna be definitely interesting to see because the game's already fucked and toxic enough on PC. I can't imagine on console, and it'd be really like interesting how like the button layout and how different the game would be compared to the PC version, or if they're gonna just connect the two in a way. Like it's just gonna be interesting what they kind of do with it. But pretty much, I just want to make like a little video just with a few tips for anyone who's even new to the game, because recently, like, the game's always been kind of popular. It came out in 2013, and it's always had this little community, but definitely recently, since like they've been doing the twist drops and shit, and a ton of streamers have been streaming the game, I've definitely kind of noticed that there has been some new players to the game. And in this video, I just kind of want to give you guys some tips, help you guys out in this cool world of Rust. Number one, you can trust some people, but don't really trust anyone. Like, to be honest, like, everyone's kind of fucked up in the head in this game and probably will backstab you in some kind of way unless you find like someone who actually wants to team up. Like, there are actually people who want to like create clans and will invite you to discords and shit and actually play with you. But again, there's some people who kind of abuse that and stab you in your back and steal all your shit, so kind of watch out for that, who you kind of team up with. And then also one thing that's really helpful is scrap's a big component to this game. If you don't have scrap, you can't really move fucking forward and get guns. So one thing is, it's always good to build next to the road, like a road or some shit that has barrels and stuff. But I definitely would say the best place to build near is Outpost or Bandit Camp. I would say Bandit Camp's number one because you have the gambling, like the scrap wheel or whatever, which is kind of fun to fuck around with. You have a ton of recycling recycles and shit to recycle your components to get extra scrap. And also you have the shops and stuff, and also you could recycle without having someone kill you too. So it's definitely good to build in those two locations. But I would just say Bandit Camp, because I feel like the shops in Bandit Camp are a little bit more useful, and they're just a little bit more useful things than compared to Outpost. But it kind of just depends on what you really want. So to build really next to those two, but I wouldn't say build hella close to them, because if you build right outside of Bandit or right outside of Outpost, yeah, you could collect your stuff faster and transfer loot from your base and stuff faster, and you don't have to run as long and shit. But the thing is, closer to the fucking, this is really with any fucking, like, this is with Dome, this is with fucking the gas stations. If you build too close to a monument, people are gonna notice your base a lot. And then once they see your base is upgraded a lot or is pretty good and might have good loot, you're going to get raided. That's just how it is. So I would say build close to them, but not too close. Like maybe build over a hill or something like that. Just build close enough to where you'll not have to run like across a map or run hella far, but just far enough where your base isn't too much in the action and you kind of can watch out your window and sip tea and watch people's base blow up and watch some rage and shit, instead of your base getting blown up and shit. That's also another thing. You could build bases and caves and shit in this game, which is kind of useful, but I'm not really a fan of cave bases. I would just really say make your base in a low-key area. Don't build your base in a field. Maybe sometimes you can get away with that if there's not a lot of clan bases nearby and shit like that, but I would definitely say build your base in the middle of a fucking forest that has a whole bunch of trees. iDad has survived a recent wipe that I was live streaming. I live streamed for about 18 hours. YouTube only could save 12 hours of the stream, so you guys could still check out like the first 12 hours of that stream. But pretty much, I was around all these clan bases and all these little bases, but since I built my base in like this little nestle of trees, by the end of the wipe, there were about like 10 trees covering my base, but I ended up surviving the wipe because my base was just low-key. No one really like knew about my base besides one other guy that I ended up raiding anyways. So it's all about staying low-key. Don't really be the person that's like talking shit in chat. Don't, like, if you want to keep your shit, of course, because if you talk shit in chat or talk shit to players, they're just going to get more angry and want to raid you or take all your shit. So just kind of be friendly, pretty much. And then also, just stay low-key. Like, yeah, kill people if they attack you, but like, don't start shit. Don't get clans on you. Like, just stay that, like, and this is again if you're like playing solo and stuff, just kind of mind your own business, like, and shit like that, and just avoid clan bases. Definitely avoid building next to like able bases, even if it's a small base. Like, just avoid, like, just make sure you're not next to anyone. Just, people are your enemy in this game. Like, yes, you can make friends, but and you'll probably make, out of the people in rest, like out of 100%, 1% are probably going to be friends you're going to make, and 99% are just like dumbasses who are going to try to kill you for your loot. So definitely just like watch out for that. And like one big thing I would just say is definitely build next to a road that's like in some trees or just kind of off, like not like right by the road, like on the road, but like kind of like off in the distance, like in a forest or just in an area where there's not a lot of bases, and just in a low-key area. And just do barrel runs. Run to bandit camp or outpost, recycle your shit, and run back to your base. And then since I have the tech tree, each time I did those runs, I played on a 2-time server, but I got about like 200, maybe 300 scrap each time. So it's definitely an easy ass way to get scrap and shit, and just kind of double your profits and shit. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.
Shut up, you're a stupid whore, and I'll bang your mom.
My case and I break the rim when I do this shit.